It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Off from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Okay, ready? And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Week Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Forced out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Hubbard. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
Nah, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The throw to the outside is complete. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Finds the tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's rolled. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Overton. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Flying out to the left. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Dropping back, it's Overton. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the...
He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll go to the air on third and short. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And the offense continues rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They are up by 7 over Florida. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Overton. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And back to the air on second down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Right on the money. It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He might want another play. He'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Rush is on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him into 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. It's Overton. Extending the play. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Molden. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by a field goal over Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Overton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Creates a little room. Picks up the first down, still moving. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Oh, better look out. Bust through behind his pad. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man, it's Clark. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Overton. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is they didn't lose much ground because there's not much left. They're not just close enough to smell it. It is overwhelming their olfactory sensors. They are sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got some room, it was over. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
And I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Overton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Punch it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap on third down. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. And
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter.
What's good, bro? What up? Trying to get some Battlefield after this. I'm in this league game real quick. Alright. Yeah, fucking this nigga up here. He keep going for it on like fourth down in my territory. We're just giving me the easy touchdowns. I ain't gonna complain though. That's the style. Where that nigga at? 8. Okay, there he go. Oh, you gotta get that. I want that nigga to do that outside route on him. Oh, 18. You gotta get that, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. What more do you want from me? Right. And, bruh. Yeah, bruh, I hate it. I hate it, bruh. I don't get it. Yeah, that happened a couple of times, and I think I played him. All right, man. Let's get this game over. I keep scoring like first play, and then he just keep throwing. So he got to do the like 99 speed. So he just keep trying to throw it to him pretty much the whole time. Yeah. So, but I mean, you can't throw to him all game. So the DB doing pretty good for the most part, and it's a freshman on him. Freshman. But he gonna be cold. Thank you, man. Alright, man, let's get this game over with, bro.
Why the love don't come to stay? Actually, the closest thing to love is the fucking hate. Good thing about a bad day, it turned into another day. Taking life too serious, seriously take the fun away. Your problems go with you, how fuck you try and run away? You probably run track good. I just make some cookies with my problems in the backwood. Gang that I'm sick, cause these be guessing that I rap good. Benefited, undeserving snakes, they just act good. Niggas in park, looking for the blunt that you ain't finished trying to spark. You can Google anything except a broken heart. Ravens in my dreams, said he wish we wouldn't talk. You pop about your sleep, sweat, staring in the dark. You ain't make a wish. Miss cuz crazy, got me feeling like a bitch. You can have a meal without love, that ain't rich. You can have a meal without love, that ain't shit.
Sad shit, nigga.
She my number one, I don't need nothing on the side. So that I was down for good, don't want no more lies. But my phone be blowing up, temptations on my line. I stare at the screen a while before I press decline. But she plants a seed